Hi, Scrap Challenge here. I'm here to introduce you to the Hat Films Hatventures server, which is the one I mostly play on. Just to let you know, when you join the server, what to expect. I'm going to basically try and make a bit of a quick tutorial. Now, when you first join the server, you will be here on the bus in the tutorial area, which says, remember to talk to the NPCs along the way. Now, don't be alarmed, none of these can hurt you. If you are familiar with the Hat Films YouTube channel, you'll recognise that as Gloomy the Ghast, and you'll recognise these as characters from mostly their Filthy Animals series. If you're not familiar with them, you should go check them out. So this tutorial area you'll have to complete before you can play on any of the servers. You do that by clicking on these NPCs and just having a read of what they have to say. Now, I'm not going to do that right now, you can figure this out for yourself. I've already done the tutorial, I'm already registered, have been for a year, so I don't need to do anything here. But what you need to do to complete your registration is go to the Hatventures website and register there, confirm the email, everything, set up your account. Then when you get here to Old Claws, you're going to click on him and he's going to give you a link. You need to click on that link and that will link your Minecraft account to your Hatventures account, and that verifies who you are. Then you can go and play. So once you've done that, you can get onto this boat and that will bring you to the lobby, which is here. Everything is just loading in. Now this is centre operations for all the servers that we use. So there is the FTB portal. You go through the water to get to these places. I apologise for any glitches we can see. There's survival, we have creative, we have some mini games like Mob Arena, survival games, One in the Chamber, Spleef, Prop Hunt, Walls isn't active yet, TNT Run, Skyblock and Sky Wars. On the Hat Films YouTube channel you will see some films of them playing some of the mini games. So you can go and watch them to get an idea, or I might cover the mini-games later on in a different video. But for today I'm going to focus on survival. Now I'm going to warn you, I have been getting some glitches, occasionally we get some world holes. There's not an awful lot I can do about that except for apologise. If you see me look away, it's mainly that I'm trying to hide a spoiler alert. So, ignore where I've just come out here because I went to the tutorial area first. Where you're normally going to arrive when you've come from the lobby is here, from this portal right here. Now if you want to go back to the lobby at any time, that's where you get back to it. So, this is spawn, and this is where you'll always arrive. If you die, if anything happens, you will come back to spawn. This doesn't matter if you've slept in a bed or not, this is where you will end up. Because setting your spawn point does not work like on other servers. Now, for this reason, the first thing I'm going to tell you is when you find somewhere you want to live, you need to do /set_home. That sets your home point. So to get back there at any time, you do /home to get there from anywhere. That's very important because if you found somewhere you want to live and you die, you can't get back there again very easily unless there's a travel NPC, which I'll explain in a moment, nearby that you can walk from. So do /set_home when you find a home. You can update that as many times as you like. You can change your /set_home, so you can move it to another location temporarily or full time. It's entirely up to you. Spawn here has no mobs. It's a completely safe area, so it's a good way to get out of trouble if you ever need to. You can just do /spawn and you will end up here again. So if, say, there's a whole 100 creepers coming down at you and zombies and skeletons trying to kill you and you're about to die, you can do /spawn and get out of trouble quickly. If you're on fire in the nether, you can do it, and you can jump in the fountain here and put yourself out. That's my handy tip of the day. Now, it's quite a small area, this. There's lots of things to do. We have lots of NPCs around here, which is very inert characters over here. They're not showing the names of their heads because I have got everything turned off so you don't see chat, because it can be a little bit distracting sometimes. So these NPCs are very inert and you need to click on them and they will give you options of things you can do. There's lots of achievements around here. There's parkour challenges which you will get achievements for, which can be cashed in for in-game money. The in-game money is quid, which, if you're not from England, is slang for the English pound. Now, the in-game money you get by fishing. You sell the fish to the fishmonger here at spawn, who I shall show you. You also will achieve a random amount of interest every hour. It doesn't matter how much quid you actually have, that doesn't impact how much interest you get. It's simply an arbitrary amount between sort of 5 and 10, I believe. Now, this is the fishmonger. When you catch fish, you click on him, he will buy the fish off you, you will get money. There's somebody over here having a bit of fish there. This is a good place to go fishing because there's no mobs here to suddenly creep up on you and attack you. So if it's night time and you want to be somewhere safe to come fishing, you can fish here. It's handy and convenient. You can come back and sell them to the fishmonger. So to get around the server, there's a few ways to do it. Here on the ship, we have fast travel. Now fast travel will take you to server-made places where there are more NPCs, more challenges, more things to do and things to see, things to unlock. The parkour challenges are things like, well, an obvious one, you can see some ladders up the mast there, is a redstone block way up the top of the mast. If you can get up there, you'll get an achievement. I'm not going to do it because I'm really bad at parkour. It's possibly one of my worst things to do. Now another way to get around the server is by city travel. This guy under this hot air balloon here at spawn. This is city travel. Now when you click on him, he will give you a list of lots of places you can go to. So you just basically tell him where you want to go and you'll be teleported there. Now another way to get around, now the sun's setting so it's not going to be brilliant but we'll give it a go, is the Catapult. Now this will send you to a random location, which is a good way to get started. So let's jump on the Catapult and we're going to go somewhere random in the server. Now the sun's setting, so I'm not going to stay here long before mobs turn up and attack me, which is going to be painful. So here I am. Now if I like where I am, I can do /set home and set up a base here. If I think, no, I don't really want to be in a desert, I can just do /back. And here I am back at the Catapult again. I think I'd better just have some food. Yeah, spawn is called Hattington, by the way. I had forgotten because I do have some memory problems, I'm afraid, so I apologise if sometimes I stumble over my words. So if I don't want to jump on the Catapult again, it's just resetting, I think. Let's find out if we land somewhere different, or we should land somewhere different. Here we go. Now this looks like it could be a nice place to set up. I'm not going to go through the whole first night stuff and setting up, because if you play Minecraft you probably already know this, you know, knock trees down, get wood, craft stuff. As I said, I'm not going to hang around because I don't want mobs, so I'm going to do /back and come back to spawn again. But there's a good way to find somewhere to live, so you want to get started, build a house, get some weapons, get some tools, get farming, get some food, and then you'll be nicely set up. Once you've got some food, you'll be better set up for doing some of these challenges at spawn, which you can cash in for quid. And then that money you can use to buy land. Now once you buy the land, it's protected. Now I can demonstrate that right here. If I try and break blocks here at spawn, they do not stay broken because there's land protection here. I can't grief things here. Now once you've bought a plot of land, nobody can do that to your land either. You have to actually add them to your land, give them permission to break blocks. Likewise, if you set down a chest anywhere, it is automatically locked to only you. You're the only person that can use it. Same with furnaces. So if I find a chest somewhere, like here, I click on that, that chest is locked with a magical spell. So if you need to add somebody else to your chest so that they can access them and put things in, take things out, then there are some commands that people can show you to tell you how to add people to your things and to take them off again. Now the NPCs are not only the travel ones, there are challenge NPCs as well, which I can show you. I'll give you an example. As over here we have the poor miner. Now I can't do this challenge today because I've already done them. You can do 5 a day. They reset at midnight French time, because the server is run from France, which is 11 PM English time. And after that you can do another 5. Now I've already done my 5 for this 24 hours. If you fail in a challenge, then you lose that one. You don't get to try it again until the next day. So this guy is the poor miner, and he will generally ask you to do things like digging, cobble, coal ore, iron ore, gravel, things like that, and in return you'll receive prizes and quid. So you'll get some money and you will get something like, you might get an enchanted pickaxe for example. They're random prizes but they're pretty much always worth having. I will do a separate video on doing challenges later. You can add more people to challenges. The more people you add, the more work you have to do, but the better rewards you get, so it does pay off. Also, if you're quite new on the server, you can get help from a more experienced player to help you to achieve the challenge, because you might not have a big farm yet and you might need to farm sort of 64 wheat, but another player might have an enormous farm and be able to add you to their challenge and help you, give you a little bit of a boost to get started. I do tend to do that for some players, for people that need to get a bit more quid for purchasing more land and such like. Yeah, there's some glitches there. Now, once you've got some of these achievements, I said you can cash them in, so I'm going to show you where you can do that. We have the post office here at spawn, and there will be a a random sort of NPC, or sometimes a clone of somebody, here in the corner. And what you need to do is click on them and say withdraw, and you'll get the money for all the achievements you've got. In order to get more money, as well as the fishing and the challenges, you can buy and sell stuff to other players. Now, when you're a little hatter, which is what you are when you first join the server, until you get 7 votes, unsolicited votes, from other players, you won't be able to set up quick shops, but you will still be able to buy from them. So if, say, you fish up a saddle or something valuable, you don't really have a use for it yourself yet, you can say in chat, I've got a saddle, does anybody want to buy it? And then they can send you the money, you can give them the saddle, everyone's happy. So that's another way of getting money even before you do the quick shops. I think I'm going to show you a quick shop to give you an idea of you know, what you can do on this server. So let's click on this guy, and we have in the list scrap challenge. Now you can just do part of it, so if I do scrap, that's still going to get us to my village. So this is my travel NPC. Because she's named after me, she looks like me. So here's us. Hi. So this is my village. We have got speed boost on here, so you'll move a bit quicker. Now this is because I own the land. Nobody else can break blocks here unless they're added. In addition, I've got land upgrades. When you own the land, you can get your land XP up by having farms, doing farming, doing digging, doing building. Interacting with land will get your land XP up. And when you get to certain levels, you can buy upgrades. So the speed boost is one of them. That's not from a pyramid, that is actually a land plugin. Also, you can save up and get flying. But you've got to be very careful not to fly over the border of your land, which is why I've marked it out with some torches there. If I was to fly over that, that is one way I could die, possibly. I might just get knocked back and take a little bit of damage, or I could die. So it's not worth it. If you've got flying, don't fly over the border. Now, let's have a look. I'm going to show you how the land upgrades work. If I do /land info, you will see a bit of chat as well, but all of this is the owner, these are the members on my land. The areas I've claimed, which is 78, this is quite a large land. The upgrades I've got, so feed means that you don't have to eat anything here. Sanctuary is the first one you want to get really, which means there's no mobs. Regeneration, which means it's very difficult to die here, as I can demonstrate. Mining speed, so it's a lot faster to dig things. XP means you get a random amount of XP just by being here. Flying for members and flying for all. Flying for members, self-explanatory, that means only people that are part of your land can fly there, and nobody else can. Speed boost, I've got all of them. My land level is 41, which is very high. My land XP and how far I've got before I level up to level 42. So someone's been closing the doors around here. This is my forge, and this is an example of a quick shop. So here we've got things in chests like horse eggs, leashes, iron blocks, iron ingots, because this is the forge, so we're going to have horse related stuff and metal related stuff here. Yeah. And I have things like food. So if I show you how to use a quick shop, I'm going to buy something from myself just because, why not? You can buy stuff from yourself. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but you can do it. So what I need to do is shift and punch on that sign. It says, how many do you wish to buy? Over here is apples, that's the stock, the price per apple. I want to buy 1 apple, so I type 1, hit enter, and I get an apple. And there we go. I'm going to put it back in there. And update stock level again. There we are. So this is my food shop. Now there are lots of shops on the servers. If you have a look at the city travel NPCs, they'll give you a whole load of lists of places you can go and explore. Personally, I've themed all of my shops by produce, so it looks a bit more like a real village. So I've got a wool shop here and such like. But others are just, you know, one big shop. There might be a mall with lots of different people's shops in. And that is pretty much I think all I need to tell you for the moment for getting started on the server, you know, you won't have everything, but you will be able to maybe buy things. You'll be able to buy yourself some basic armour, perhaps. You know, you can buy a stone sword for a quid. You can buy an iron sword. You can buy some arrows for, you know, 5p. Some people are selling them for a penny. Shop around. It does pay to shop around. People will be cheaper than I am. So the things that maybe you can't get so easily, you can buy from other players or from the shops. And as I said, if you get a surplus of something, you can start selling them. So for example, I obviously have a surplus of cocoa beans. We have an auto cocoa bean farm there. And because I've got a well-established farm, I've got lots of crops to sell. And this is why I will add people to my daily challenges, just to give them a bit of a head start. Now if I head over here, I'm going to head into Blue Rock. I'll say, welcome to Blue Rock. This is my neighbour's land. Now I can fly here because I'm a member, but if I wasn't a member I wouldn't be able to fly here at all. There are things like public farms which you can use. There is a public farm at Blue Rock, and you don't have to be a member of the land to use it. You can just turn up and just for politeness make sure you replant whatever you dig up, but there's free crops for the taking there for anyone who wants to use them. You will also get public tree farms. And there's all sorts of things that you can do. Now, the PvP is turned off on this server, so you cannot normally hurt other players, but you can create a PvP place. So we have a PvP arena here at Blue Rock, so we will have organised fights where you can actually come in and take part in a tournament and win quid and prizes. So again, if you're quite good at PvP, it's a way that you can earn some money to perhaps buy your first chunk of land or expand your land by coming and taking part in some fights. Sometimes, you know, equipment will be provided, so you don't even have to own any enchanted weapons or armour at all, because you'll be given what you need to fight with. There's, you know, lots of ways of earning quid on server. You might find somebody who wants some help with clearing some land or doing some farming in return for quid. So if someone says that, you can go and help them. Now, if you interact with everyone, you know, don't push people. Just say, you know, anyone like a hand, but don't press people. Then people get to notice you, that you're interacting, you're joining in, and they'll drop you a vote and you can become a hatter, which means that you can send teleport requests and that you can make quick shops and such like. Now this is another travel NPC, see it's got a name, so you can click on that and we can go somewhere else, like we can go to Pink's shop. Let's have a look at Pink's. So here's Pink's shop. See, shops are all arranged differently. Sometimes you can see the produce they have available, compare prices. And you too could have a shop like this. And as I said, if I want to get back to spawn again, I just do spawn. And I try not to have typing errors, because I'm full of fail. And here we are, back at spawn. Safe and sound. So, I think that's it for today. I will later on, I think, do the video on the challenges to show you how to get started with those. I hope you enjoyed the tour and enjoy your time in Hatventures. Bye!